Hello Internet, this is Kawa. Welcome back to Kawa Mines. So we're here right now. This is just going to be a sort of build and talk kind of video. Sorry if that's not terribly exciting or interesting, but this place does need a roof quite badly. And, oh, that's not what I meant to do. And I wanted to just chit-chat. I mean, this LP is a sort of nice casual thing. It's not really meant to be anything necessarily revolutionary. It's just a way for me to talk to people and have a good time. Oh, I overshot my house entirely. So yeah, put out some more, the restart of Adventures of the Fibonacci, I believe, should be out by now. Dungeons of Dreadmore should be started up. Possibly also the end of the tutorial for Stone Soup. So now we can finally get into the meat of all of these games, which is, of course, you know, the actual gameplay. I have some interesting ideas for builds, generally newbie-friendly builds, because I haven't beaten any of those games yet. Because beating those games is hard. And part of the point of this channel in the first place is not really so much to beat these games outright as much as it's to, you know, learn from your experiences and have interesting and challenging times. And so yeah, there's a bunch of noobs on. I say that with love. Don't think I mean that as a mean thing. It's just, you know, people new to the server, and that's good, you know. We always need new people. I haven't seen Zebra since I picked up the stuff last time. I actually haven't seen him on the server at all. All of the moderators and partners and VIPs have access to two private servers, one vanilla and one Feed the Beast based. So they're probably busy gallivanting over there, which is fine, you know. Feed the Beast is pretty exciting. It's not necessarily the kind of content I enjoy in Minecraft. You know, I understand redstone, but I don't necessarily feel like doing lots of technical stuff anyway. Though things like alternate biomes and alternate worlds, stuff like Mistcraft and what have you, does intrigue me. And so you might see some of that kind of content from me in the future, single player or multiplayer, depending on what happens. Okay, nothing in there. This is my first time building a roof with the connected stairs, which is pretty exciting. Let me actually grab that here and use it, because I need it. Also need, have those 6, should have more in, no, bottom. Very roughly, the scheme for this is blocks, non-mob items or special items, and then this is all mob stuff. I'll get a more thoroughly made system in the future, and probably this room, actually, this attic-like area, will be where it all goes. So yeah, experimenting with different styles of things. We'll see how this goes. There we go. So yeah, it's I'm trying to record as much as possible because I will actually be out of town between December 19 and January 3. And I'm also just trying to, you know, establish a channel and establish, you know, myself as more of an online presence than I currently am. Which is pretty fun, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but it's, it does take time and energy, it does take work. Actually, let me do that. So, yeah, where was I? Yeah, and at work, I obviously can't play Minecraft because I'm at work, but I can, let's see how much that'll give us. I'll probably end up converting all of this to stairs eventually, but that's okay. Give me that. No! I told you to give it to me. Rawr. Yeah. So, but I can stealthily be on Twitter. And so I tweet a decent amount. I try not to be horribly annoying. I try not to tweet constantly. But, you know, I get bored sometimes, and it's a way for me to interact with other people other than my coworkers, so there's that. But yeah, so that's sort of what, that's one of the easiest ways to contact me, and there you'll hear a lot of sort of the things that I'm thinking about, the things that are on my mind, the things that, you know, interest me. No! Actually, that should be a brick, and then, okay, let me grab my bricks. Yeah. But I you know, I read as much as possible. I see what's interesting, see what's happening, talk to people, whether that be developers of games I'm intrigued by, or friends and online from other hobbies like soccer and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I do. There we go. It's really cool how that joins up. But the so today is the 5th. It's Wednesday. It is actually Mykol's, as in the guy whose fan server I'm on, his 2-year YouTube anniversary, which 2-year LPing anniversary, which is very cool, and congratulations to him. He put up a really fun caving video today about with a bunch of guys on Minecraft, which is a lot of fun to watch, and if you haven't seen it yet, you should, because it's great. It's so much fun, and the guys like each other so much, and you know, it's always cool to see people getting along and hanging out together, so that was cool. So many congratulations to Mhykol, and so I watched that video, and that was fun, and I was checking Twitter, and I noticed that you know the feature on Twitter where if you check a person's account, it'll say this person is followed by this person, and this person who happen to be on your list of people you follow. So you can find out, okay, so who are the people that I like are following. And one of the accounts that is following Mhykol is the official Discovery Channel account for Mythbusters. For those of you who might not be familiar with Mythbusters, it's sorry, I knocked into my microphone there. Oh gosh, so professional, Kawa. If you're expecting professional from me, you will be sorely disappointed. I'm sorry. But yeah, so there we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need way more nether bricks. Do I like that there? What does it look like without it? Oh, I see. Actually, I do want those there. Well, maybe. No, I do. So the where was I? Oh yeah. Mythbusters is a show on a cable network called Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel is sort of I guess the horrible marketing word is edutainment focused. It's it's commercialized, but it's, you know, there's ads and what have you. It's not public television, but it's science themed and science-based programming, documentaries, and whatnot. And one of the shows on that is called Mythbusters, where they sort of take myths and urban legends and popular sayings and test them out. So things like, you know, do you actually get cold feet when you're anxious about something? You know, is it possible to, you know, is it possible to lift someone in the air using just balloons? Is it, you know, all sorts of these crazy, bizarre ideas. And so, and they have an official Twitter account, of course, because everything corporate does nowadays. And it turns out that for whatever reason, whoever is PR running that account is following Mhykol. And I noticed this, and I tweeted about it, and Mhykol retweeted me, which was one of the coolest things to happen to me. You know, someone that I admire very much, someone that I respect very much as a person and as an LPer. You know, obviously I do, otherwise I wouldn't be on the server. Retweeted actually two of my posts, including the one where I was like, oh my goodness, Mhykol retweeted me. Which was very sweet and very fun. And that was, you know, a small highlight to an otherwise fairly unexciting and cold day. Actually, it wasn't unexciting at all. One of the games that I am going to Let's Play on this channel is called Legend of Dungeon. It's sort of the strange love child of old beat-em-ups and this joint is weird. Cause that I guess it should technically do something like that, and then no, actually how about this? Huh? I mean, it'll be a little awkward here. I don't know. Let me just work on this part, and then I'll worry about how those two join later. Yay, the lazy way out. So, and startup gamers, so I believe it's Startup Gaming, is an up-and-coming channel about news and information and interviews of independent game makers. People, you know, how has marketing games changed? How has creating games changed? You know, all these interesting projects you see on Kickstarter, who are the people behind them, and so on. And they had an interview with the makers of Legend of Dungeon, the couple known as Robot Loves Kitty and Kitty Loves Robot. So they were together on there, and it was broadcasted live on YouTube through Google Hangouts. And so I listened to that, and they announced something very interesting to me. So for those of you that don't know, Legend of Dungeon is meant to be a co-op game. It's meant to be 4 players in the sort of beat 'em up in the style of things like the old SNES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, crossed with roguelikes. It's supposed to have elements of both of those things. And so, is this block entirely? No, that block's not entirely interior either. What am I gonna do? Dang it. I guess that's the most logical choice, even though it sticks out like a sore thumb. Let's see how this looks from the outside. But yeah, so Robot Loves Kitty and Kitty Loves Robot. I believe as a company they're known as Robot Loves Kitty, but the two YouTube accounts are Robot Loves Kitty and Kitty Loves Robot, and they are the makers of Legend of Dungeon, and they appeared on Startup Gamers, little live on-air podcast interview thing, which is cool. And that's not terrible. It'll look better once it's fully up there, and then I'll figure out how it joins with the other part. So that's not shabby. It'll get better as it goes along. I like the contrast of the nether brick on the regular. And I just knocked out a block by accident. So they were on, and they sort of not announced, but gave a teaser for their next big project, which is very interesting to me. So the current one is a co-op beat-em-up meets roguelike with dynamic lighting of pixels, which is cool. Very pretty for what they're doing, and very unique looking. But their new project is taking that co-op aspect and applying it to a genre that I have a weakness for, but I never really thought would have that kind of innovation, which is the romance game. I don't know if it's going to be a love sim. I don't know if it's going to just be a cooperative game in the style of, say, Glitch, which is completely non-combat, or, you know, if it's going to be something else entirely. But just that concept of basically a game for a couple, you know, like a romantic couple to play together that involves love instead of death. Just is really cool to me from an artistic standpoint, and I'm very excited to see where they go with it. Okay, let me at least fill out some of this glass. So yeah, that I think will be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with, because I think that is just such an interesting and unique take on, you know, video games and what video games are for and what video games mean. I'm out of bricks and brick fences, which I don't need at all. Plus, I guess I could cook up the sand at least. Yeah. And we can keep talking. No, nothing in there. There we go. So, yeah, that's very exciting, and that's very cool, and I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with it. And so, that was fun, and that was cool, and I hope all the best for them, and I will be working on that Legend Dungeon thing very soon. It's on my list, along with everything else in the world. I have been a little stressed out lately with all of the stuff I've been working on, holiday shopping and travel and all of that. But I am trying to take this LP thing a little seriously. I am trying to do all of this, so here I am, making things and building stuff, and that's what's fun, right? So, yeah, I'm out of bricks, and I don't feel like going into the nether and finding more. I definitely want to take that down, though. This sticks out too much. So, that... see how that looks, just like that. Okay, I see what I have to do. So that's pretty exciting, and I will be working on the Legend of Dungeon thing. I really like those folks, and I want to show them some love and show them some support and show you guys that game because it's so pretty. Like, I was honestly surprised at how interesting they could make pixel art, and, you know, pushing the limits on what it means to, you know, play a pixel-based game. So that was cool and really fun, and it is pretty fun. I'm not, beat 'em ups are not my natural genre, certainly not compared to roguelikes, but that's still, you know, something where I'm like, ooh, that could be cool, and that could be fun, and that could be interesting. So, yep. Look forward to more of that from me sooner or later. Look forward, you know, this weird thing here would probably be best served by a slab, which is not coming out until at least 1.5, but that's okay. It's survival, but there's mostly anti-grief and similar mod. Gardaxian is Gardax on the Minecraft subreddit, which is you know, where I first heard about a lot of these things. And so, yeah. I can't believe I'm out of bricks. I'm gonna need so many bricks, I'm realizing, to make this roof what I want it to be. And I'll probably have, like, little pop-out things on the sides here. Yeah. Fluffy. Nuked. Mhykol. Most, mods have power to handle stuff anyway, which is true. There's a good number of mods on the server, and they're all very good. And I mean, you know, maybe I'm biased because I'm buddies with, not really buddies, but, you know, Zebra and I are fairly good friends, but, you know, we all watch out for each other in our own way, which is always nice. I think that should be okay just like that. I kind of like that sort of hangs a bit. Shouldn't be thinking about the join yet. I should just work on fixing this part of the roof and then fixing the other part of the roof and then just join them separately later. Oh, that's where I wanted to put that, right? Because otherwise I'll forget what I wanted here. I guess it could be like that. No. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let me see about putting a full block here. Even though it's not technically the pillar, it's gonna blend in anyway. I'm putting that on. There should be a slab here, but there's no slab yet. So let me see. And then that. Now, I think that looks like the most natural solution there for the moment. And is there any other place that I really wanted to fix before just adding more to the roof? No, I think that'll be fine until I toss this on. He's banned now, isn't he? One of the things I do love about this server is that a lot of people here, because we're all on a Mhykol Minds fan server, most of us are pretty well well aware of Minecraft and up to date on Minecraft stuff, which is also fun. Yeah. Let's walk through the Nether a bit. I've probably been talking for quite a while now, but that's okay. That missed. I'm not very good at this. Okay. There we go. I'm not. It fell over lava, so there's no way I could get the tier. But that's alright. So yeah. This is another. I need to work on making. I don't know if I want to make the whole route really pretty or just this little tunnel bit that I have here or extended in some way. I found this tunnel was originally from someone else, I think, or just from someone exploring. And this is not me, but I of course inserted this to actually get there. Oh, almost walked into lava. Ended up walking into lava. Hooray! You all watch me derp up, right? Right? I don't know why I put up with this sometimes. Am I ever gonna not be on fire? There we go. There's a another fortress near spawn that's almost picked clean. That's the one I generally grab from. But if people have other suggestions of fortresses where I can grab nether brick by the bucket load, that would be highly appreciated. Anyway, let me head back to the old place. Oh! You know what? We're not going to the old place. We're going to head down to Pigeonville, which is a very pretty and very large place, which is not that far from the town I live in. And you know why we're heading to Pigeonville? Because why not? Because it is a really cool place and really well made. I'm pretty jealous, actually. Just how do I get to it from here? I know. Let me see. This. So that up there is the portal that I usually use that ends up near Max. Yeah. So that's my normal portal. Not more ghasts. I don't want to deal with more ghasts. If I drop. So. Oh gosh, the lag. The lag! And down here. So I'm right outside of the tunnel to it. How do I get inside this again? I've done it once, but I've forgotten how. I'm guessing somehow I have to get through that tunnel. What can I do? Ooh, this is treacherous. This is far more treacherous than I would usually ever bother doing. But for the sake of video. And speaking of for the sake of video, December 17 is the annual Project for Awesome, which, if you haven't heard of it, is basically like people who make stuff online, whether that be on YouTube or elsewhere, whether that be, you know, videos or something else, whether that be Let's Plays or something else. Oops. Let me fill that all back up. Oh, goodness. I am grieving all the things today. I don't mean to, I promise. I just want to check this out. But yeah, so people who create stuff online on December 17 are all going to post a thing about a charity they like. No matter what kind of charity it is, no matter what format they use to talk about it, they're just going to, you know, talk about charity. And encourage people, obviously, to donate or, you know, just spread awareness about the sorts of things that people do. And so I have an idea for a video. In terms of visual content, like in terms of what I'm showing and what I'm doing, it's not going to be anything special at all. It's actually probably going to be me just farming trees or something. But for those who are curious, there is a charity I have in mind. It's not a national one at all, actually. It's pretty much local to New York City, though there are similar concepts in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country and other parts of the world, I guess. Is this actually going to put... Oh, no, that's because that's not actually what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is the way to Pigeonville. Welcome to Pigeonville. Enter at your own risk. So yeah, the guy. So it's a New York City-based charity. There are other sort of quote-unquote versions of it for other areas, but the one I'm going to talk about is the one in New York City because that's where that's where I live, and B, it's personally relevant to me. It's a charity that has helped me personally. I'm not really going to talk about it more until the 17th, but expect a video then about that. And I'm trying to recollect, you know, my thoughts, my memories about it, and what have you. But yeah, this was Pigeonville, and this place is crazy. It's beautiful in this sort of weird and madcap way, you know, floating pumpkins all over the place, and Fluffy Sticks, who is an admin, never will be 100% death-free. Not 100% death-free. Wonder if I can... Yep. Up 24/7 ride, down one-time ride. I definitely want only the one-time ride. And I don't have a minecart because I'm a genius. Oh well. We'll check that out some other day. Maybe I'll ride that while talking instead of just standing around farming trees. That might be better. But yeah, this is Pigeonville, and I wish I could build this good, guys. I wish I could be this crazy and this awesome. Just I love it. I love it so much. So Pigeon, as in Reclusive Pigeon, who is a longtime player on here. You know, the admins are involved, the mods are involved, like 3 leaders, you know, so many people got to be at this really cool and interesting place. So, very cool, and I like it very much. Jazzy, follow the Melon Brick Road. There's nothing but Melon Brick Road here, guys. So yeah, very beautiful. I like it. I like it. So that's that. That's plans for the channel, plans for the next few days. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to all the content I'm gonna bring out. Congratulations again to Mhykol on 2 years of YouTube. May there be many more. Thank you for this fan server. Because I wouldn't have started LPing without it, really. I mean, I had plans, but nothing like this. And I wouldn't have gotten any of the real major support without the folks on this server. So, thank you to Mhykol. Congratulations. All the best to you and to everyone, you know, everyone involved. This thing just flaps, doesn't it? Oh, I don't have permission to, but it should just flap. Enchantment hunt by aversion. Oh, I can't go. Pigeon has left stuff. Look at that! Look at that verb! Ah, I like it. I like it all. Such a crazy, madcap, weird and wonderful place. But yeah, so expect lots of things of many kinds. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.